Hi, so just a quick video on how I did the pink to white scrub method. I'm just going to go in with my base liquid and put a layer of base liquid on. I'm just going to lay that in the white powder, how I would do my natural nails. You can definitely dip into a pot, not a problem. Just lay that in the white powder to get your white layer. I'm just going to let that dry for a second. Okay, so obviously if you was doing all 5 fingers, do all 5 fingers then dust off, but I'm only doing one swatch at the moment. So just give that a good dust off, get all the excess dust off. And then another layer of the white. Like so, and then lay that in the white powder, or dip it into the white powder. And give that a tap off. Again, let it dry. If you're doing 5 fingers, do all 5 fingers and then brush off, and then by the time you've done that, it will be dry to dust off the excess dip powder. Okay, just dusting off that white powder. I use one of these little eyeshadow brushes. You can get a big packet of these on Amazon or in your pharmacy. So I'm just going to go in with the dark sort of pink powder that I have. You need to actually go sort of quite a dark colour to get the outcome of the sort of blend. So go in with your dark colour and just scrub it in. Start at the base if that's where you want your more solid colour. So start at the base and just rub that in. Keep doing it until you get the sort of colour that you want. I like to go quite solid around the base, and then I brush lighter as I'm going up the nail. That way it sort of blends nicely. So sort of just use the tip of the eyeshadow applicator and just sort of get that sort of really nice blend. Don't go too heavy, and just use the powder that's already on there just to get that lovely sort of blend between the pink and the white. I'm just going to tap that off just to see how I'm going. So yeah, so I'm just going to put some more dark pink along the sides a bit. Obviously this is only a swatch, so I'm not overly bothered, but I want to sort of let you know how I've done it so that you can have a go if you want to. So see, I'm just using the tip there just to blend that pink into the white. And give that a little dust off. Now what I did before, I used sort of like a very light pink as well, just to go into that middle bit. So just sort of try and sprinkle some on, and then you can sort of rub that in as well, and that will blend that lovely dark pink into the white a little bit better, so you haven't got sort of like a really dark and then a white colour. So just go where you've finished off with the dark pink and just rub that light pink in. So I tried using a lighter colour for the pink side, but it doesn't really work with the white. You really have to go for sort of like a darker pink initially. So I'm just going to add a little bit more dark there. Just keep playing around with it until you get, you know, the blend and the colour that you want. You don't need a lot of powder either to get that sort of colour. Again, I'm just using the very tip of that eyeshadow brush just to blend that in. Okay, that should be fine. So just again, just brush off the excess powder. And then you can go in with your clear dip powder, as you want to encapsulate those, otherwise if you start buffing off, you'll buff all of that colour off. So just go in with your base liquid and then dip into the clear. Bear in mind, clear powder does take a little bit longer than colour powder to dry. So again, if you're doing all 5 fingers, just leave it a couple of minutes till it's completely dry. Otherwise you sort of wasted your time doing the dip. So that's the clear dip. Just wait for that to dry and then you can activate. Okay, I'm just brushing that clear powder off. And then you're ready to activate that. When I use activator, I always cap the free edge and use plenty of it. It doesn't take long to dry. Again, if you're doing 5 fingers, just do the whole lot, and then by the time you finish doing the 5 fingers with the activator, that will be dry. Just tap it and you'll know that it's dry. Okay, so if you tap your nails, it will sound crisp. That's when you know you can file. Then it's, you know, it's dry and it's ready to file. Okay, once you've buffed that and it's nice and smooth, no bumps or lumps, just give it a little wipe. I use a Blue Sky cleanser, and then I'm going back in with the activator. Again, if you're doing 5 fingers, 10 fingers, let that dry in while you're doing that, and then it'll be ready to top coat. So top coating, I'm literally flying through these steps, so I do have other tutorials, full-length dipping tutorials in the featured section. So I'm just doing that one there. First top coat. And second top coat. There you are. I hope that's helped you out a little bit. Thanks for watching.